Hello everybody and welcome to part 13 of my Dyson Sphere program playthrough. Everything seems to be working. Let's continue. So last time we went to a new star system, and in this system I want to very specifically focus on building a Dyson Sphere. First thing I'm going to do, make sure I'm on the far out planet because that was my least favorite of them all. It's got enough of everything to do stuff with. Second, we find the copper, sorry. And find the nearest stuff around it. Copper, iron, silicon, titanium's a long way away, isn't it? That's probably the best one. Yeah. So that stone, that iron, that silicon, that copper. No, this silicon. I'm trying to find a view where we can see one of everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. But ideally around the copper, because this is the only copper that's on the planet. I think this area, which is just over here. And then we'll start building. What's the best power source here? Ooh, wind and solar's both pretty bad, isn't it? Oh well. The purpose of this planet isn't to have a lot of energy, it's to just craft some things that we need. So let's look at the recipes. Craft a few of these things. That's fine. That's fine. I'll probably stop at the tier 3 things here. I'll do tier 1 and tier 2 items. Well, titanium alloy, that's... do we need that? Good, good, good. I'm working out what we're going to build. Yes. I can build those. Yes. I can build plasma exciters. I can build photon things. The first column's fairly easy to build. Second column, likewise. Third column. Yeah. First 2 columns I'll make on this planet. And that part of the first row. Not going to worry about plastic here. That's for the other planet. So, iron, iron, all these just take iron, don't they? Copper and stone. Alright, I see how we're going to do this. Let's start with iron. Let's go to the north view. Where's the compass? Or is it just... it's just N. So, I think I was looking at it with the wrong orientation earlier. I want to go to the south side. Yeah, I was looking at it like this, I think, earlier. The titanium over there. But that's on the south pole, almost. Copper, iron, silicon, coal, titanium. So this is the iron I want. I'd like consistent power. Probably the wind things are the best for now. Tier 1 copper. Just the starts of things here. Oh yeah, this is bad. It's still bad. I'm going to need to do some kind of farm here. And if I want to make more, I may need to manually mine some copper if it comes down to it. Or, because we're building in this direction, and there's a bit of blank space here to the left, I can put a few of these out in this direction, and then out of the way of everything, I can set up a wind farm over here. Nothing happening. And I'll just connect it to everywhere else to supply with power. So I want this to function constantly, but efficiency isn't my concern here. So let's try and get it 6 by 6 if we can. We can expand it later when the power starts draining down. How quick are these making? Oh, it's pretty quick actually. Let's wait for them to craft. Isn't that close enough to... It is. Wind farm. And that's why I brought so many resources with me, so I know I can craft things that I need, such as this. This is my first time in this system. It's going to tell me how much power it's using. Product stacking covers 8 veins. I think that's fine. And basic resource. It comes out. And I guess I'd like it in the opposite direction. Over here. And I'll just smelt some directly into a box. But we will need a supply of this elsewhere also. I think for now the box works. Iron. Putting the arm in. Box down. And that's our supply of iron. After iron, copper. Same thing here. The only vein on the planet, so I'll try not to cover all of it because I would like a few other mining things pulling out in different directions. Maybe half of it's a good amount. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, is that too far? Guess so. Same thing here. We want one thing to give us some power coverage, like that. A smelter and a box. No, that gives us the basics. After this, silicon. That's easy to find here, right? It's going to go in the opposite direction of everything. Which silicon do I want? The one in the middle? Or the one over near the coal? Is that all the coal we've got? Oh wow, we really don't have much here, do we? We've got less coal than we've got copper. What do we need coal for? Just these, right? The things that I'm thinking of building. And supermagnetic rings. Okay, that's not too bad. We won't need a lot of it. If we do, we can always ship something here later on. This is the silicon that we'll get, I think. Yeah, why not? $1.71 million, that's fine. And does silicon go more with titanium, or does it go more with the other things? I'm going to guess more with the other things, so I'll bring it out in the direction backwards. Like this. The same system here. Power to the area and a smelter which leads straight to a box. I keep putting them too close. After that, titanium, which is over here. This is the nearest one. 6 million in there. It's about half of it on the planet. There's probably another vein somewhere. But this is the closest. Yeah. Same system here. Then we've got all our main ores. We just need rock and coal from somewhere. Rocks right there, that's easy enough. And coal's there. It's a fairly easy system to set up the way I'm doing it. Just bring everything over. I think I did it too far. No, I didn't. Go. Same system. That's the way everything's come from, so I'll lead a road back there a bit so it can combine with things later on. Do some power over everything to cover it like that. smelter, and a box. Good stuff. Next is stone. I'd want the stone that's closest to the iron and copper that I'm getting, so this one. So smelting and smelting. Does this reach? It does. Power reach again, smelt it, and box it. There we go, we're getting the basics. So we've got somewhere to come in this system whenever we need things. One basic thing left. Energetic graphite. Then I'll do a few combinations of things and I'll leave it there. Then we'll get started on the Dyson sphere. So the only coal is this one. Yeah, this really isn't much. We'll need to ship some in later. But if we're quick, we'll be able to make do with this. Take all of it. Same kind of system here. Smelter. And a crate. It's too close. I couldn't move the box any further back. That's better. Hello, Furlop. I'm relaxing to listen to, but I stream right when you're about to sleep. I'm sorry. There we go, fuel. Which I'm almost in need of more of. We'll come back here. And we need more of these things. Because our power's starting to dip. I'm glad that you find me relaxing. More power. We'll be able to build more as required. This is a really weak planet in any kind of power. Look at it. It's got barely any wind, barely any solar energy. Solar energy is slightly better, but still, I wouldn't want to rely on it. Alright, we're getting stockpiles, which is very lovely. A lot of these I can just craft on an as-need basis. I would like roads though, roads are easy to make. Roads just take... Ooh. Interesting. Got plenty of roads, but I'd like somewhere to pick them up. Roads are the one exception. Everything else is fairly easy to make as long as you've got a few resources. Okay, next thing, magnets. So same system here. Smelter. Let's put it a bit closer. A smelter. And a box. Don't be like that. Magnets. After magnets is magnetic coils. Why is this freaking out? Oh, it's not connected. Magnetic coils takes this and some copper. Hi Dino, how are you? We're setting up in a new system. No, this is actually a bad spot, isn't it? This is better. I can power a lot more at that angle. I did eat myself. I'm in a new system now. We've got a few good planets. There are a few drawbacks to each of the planets, but nothing we can't work around. This is the one where all the main stuff's going to be happening. It's got a lot of good resources and it's got a ice giant here. But at the moment we're here just setting up basic production lines, so I've got somewhere to get the basic materials if we want to handcraft anything. Because we have to start again in the system pretty much. Alright, an arm leading in. This planet's got really bad power supply, but we're working around that with the wind farm. See, it only gives 40% wind. That's why I've got so many just for basic things. Okay, magnets and another of these. To make coils, and the coils are made by combining in an assembler. Easy. Put an assembler here. Hi Gradient Cat, how are you? I find the best placement for this thing, probably here. Actually no, that's bad. I want to... Is that bad? It's fine. I'll put the box here. That's going to be too close. The boxes need to be at least a square away. And this will make magnetic coils. How's it going? Pretty well. Oof. Coils. We need more power because I saw it dip for a second. Yeah, this planet's got really bad power supply. I've barely got anything on it, just a few assemblers and smelters, and even this isn't enough to power it. It'll be better when we get the Dyson sphere going properly though. We'll be able to get power pretty easily then. That's the whole point of it. I should get us a bit more out of all this. Okay, coils. Lovely. After coils, we want crystal silicon. Why is it dipping still? Iron. We need more iron, don't we? So that's the coil. Crystal silicon. I'll just re-smelt some of this. Oh, come on, it shouldn't be dipping so much. Or is it just occasional? I think it's only dipping when everything lines up. Okay. This time it's the same thing but with 2 smelters. And then a box again. The first smelter's the same, the second one just smelts it further to give me these things. Good stuff. Next. Titanium alloy, that's too tricky to make here. Glass we can make though. Diamonds we can make as well. Glass and diamonds. Welcome back, Dino. glass, prism, diamond. We can make those. It's not titanium glass. Let's do glass first, then diamonds. So I believe it's just rocks. It is. Good glass. Diamonds, we've got barely any coal on the planet. It's a bit of a disaster. Diamonds should be pretty much the same theory. Just do it twice through. 1, 2, and a box wherever it lets me fit one in. Just put it here somewhere perhaps. Yeah, it's better. Diamonds. After diamonds, that's fine. Steel. All the important things. Engines. Or electric motors. Which we can do those. So we need iron plates again. Maybe from a different mining machine. If this, only if it dries up. Iron plates, gears, and coils. So first, the iron plates. Next, the gears, which I think they take iron plates. Why not? Like a gear? No, that's the wrong building for a gear. gears are made in the assemblers. There we are. Come out of here. And combine with coils, which I can make more coils from this set. If I just place this building a bit differently. Perhaps like this. Coils. Taking these ingredients we've already got. Engine. It's a bad spot again. Why do I keep putting them in bad spots? Oh, it takes in these. Oops. No wonder that's not working. There we go. Yeah, I just need a box to put the engines in. Now, is it a good idea to put them there, or is it a better idea to send them out and split them up? Let's just do the box for now. Engines. After the engines, it's too difficult. Prisms are good. You're gonna boot me? Oh no! Prisms are just from glass. How could you do this? Where's Sokol? I don't know. Oops at me? No! Oh, it's an assembler. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Just a few arms. Now we have prisms. Gears are pretty straightforward. Let me just put a box here and get the spare gears. How efficient is this? Pretty efficient. It's just not building them, is it? Yeah, it's not gonna work, is it? How can I handle this? Guess like this, maybe? Nah, that won't work. Guess the only thing to do is to wait for these coils to fill up. It's gonna make those engines real slowly, isn't it? Oh well, this isn't efficiency, this is just where we're going to grab things. We need more wind turbines. Still dropping. Why is it so dissatisfied? Let's try gears and electromagnetic turbines. I'm tempted to do a separate magnet range. I can probably get more magnets over here. You wonder if catnip works in Avali? What do you think? Where'd this box come from? Yeet track. Maybe it's overkill, but it gives the magnets a chance to get past this greedy one. Hopefully. Maybe. No, the arm's still too quick. It probably works in Navali? No! Why do you think I need catnip? Okay, in time that will fill up anyway. Got some engines. Make a box here as well for these. Why not? Coils and prisms. Cats after catnip want to play right. What do you mean? the best way to do this? I want to make plasma exciters. That takes prisms and coils. I'm thinking I just need to put in another of these here, tell it to make magnets, and just send it through on its own way, you know? Like, just put a path around here, for example. Lift it up a bit. It lets me. Wherever it lets me put a path. We need to get it around there. Yeah, we're just starting and we've already made a disaster, haven't we? Yikes. Hugs, thank you. You don't have your gun emote. What gun emote? Can this go to the right, perhaps? Here we go. You got another gift sub. Very nice. This should work now. Just build in a bypass. Okay, these flashing lights are annoying me. It's working fine enough. Coil to engines. I'm going to pick this up. This will make those coils which feed direct into the engines through here. The engines will get made. And I'm thinking I split it like the other times. You just get some more coils. Coils, magnets, and that stuff. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? Okay, start like this, just to bring it out. There's the engines. We want a splitter. How do you get so many protogen emotes? Half of the engines go here, the other half go onwards to make tier 2 engines. Okay, it's working now. Tier 2 engines will need new coils. Definitely got a backlog of this stuff, so that's easy enough to make. I'll bring it along. And it needs magnets. Magnets are being kind of rare at the moment, so I'm going to put in a new factory. I need coal and concrete. Good thing the factories are ready. Twitch is broken, it doesn't notify you when you got a gift. Oh. That's no good. Wait, have I not made circuit boards? What am I doing? We'll make circuit boards in a second. Hello, Nisinotic. Nikanotic? Hi, how are you? Shall you follow me? That's up to you. Need more magnets. Magnet, magnet, magnet. Follow the above. Aha, more magnets. These magnets I'm going to just send over in this general direction. Either side? I mean, sure? There we go. Make more coils in this new kind of factory right here. New factory. I shall decide. Okay. Sure. You are free to. This one will give me coils. I feel like that's bad. They're moving too far, they're doing it too slowly. Bring them a bit closer. Here at least. Okay. The engines need to come further. And here, this is where we're gonna make tier 2 engines. Either yes or yes? Yes. Tier 2 engine. Takes tier 1 engines and 2 coils. And then I'd like to split these as well, not put them into the box like that. So, it will come out here, just like the engines. We'll split them again. Sadly, a sub will expire tomorrow. Oh no! Thank you for the follow, Nikinotic. Really appreciate it. Tier 2 engines. Oh, that's not what I want. I want these. To split them. Half to storage, half to the tier 3s. Storage will just be out here again. Just a box. Thank you. How much does this take? How long does these take to make? These take 1 second to make. These take 2 seconds. But they take 2 coils. Yeah, I see. So half into storage. this. Can I make more of these? YOLO cuties, thank you. Put down another wind turbine somewhere around here, I guess, so we can store those. Yeah, this factory is doing okay. Probably not so much power-wise. Keeps dipping. How satisfied is it? 80%. There's no big issue. Now blep. Blep. Okay, the other half of these engines need to go towards tier 3, but I'll let them stack up a little bit for now. Avali chirp. Hello, Harley Hyena. Chirp chirp. Iron and coal. No worries. Am I gonna be putting circuit boards into anything? Not on this planet. So for the circuit boards, I'm gonna do... Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. This will give me a bit more for the end ones, because some of these are struggling. I need one more of these here. I'm gonna smelt into it. Google Avali and click images. No! It's too cute. Oh, look how fast my drones are. When did I upgrade them this fast? Nyum. Speedy drones. Build that road. Where are you, Harley Hyena? Alright, this is where we need another of these dedicated entirely to circuit boards. Circuit boards take... I think they take a bit more iron, don't they? 2 to 1. Super early and you need to sleep? Well, I hope you have a good rest. Circuit boards. Okay, I've almost got everything we need. Just to be extra careful, I'll make these. And these. You lurk because you've been missing my streams? Thank you for the lurk. Okay, we need more coils. And prisms. These are getting backlogged badly. Wonder why. Because it's got nowhere to put it out to. In that case, this doesn't take coils at all. Okay. Takes 2 seconds. This takes 1 second. Takes 2 of them. 1 second. 2 seconds. Yeah, don't like how it's backed up here. Oh well. At least you know we'll have plenty of things. I'm just gonna do this and do this. You need to get the VIP badge. How many points do you have left until you reach it? $8K short. 17K. You mean you're on 17K? You've got 17K left. $17K left. What's all these little bits I've got looping around? This is a mess. This is why I shouldn't design things. Okay. These and these coils lead out, and I'll send them back over towards the prisms so that we can make plasma exciters. Prisms are over here. The valley is so cute. How can you do this? Let's leave it there for now. Bring this road out a bit further to make some more prisms. And these prisms are dedicated to making these. Which will just be another one here really, and then a box to hold them. Anything coming? Or did I forget to put arms? Let's put in the arms properly. Ah! Hopefully this doesn't backlog it too much, that this can still take things when it needs to. I think this just takes all around longer because these take a while to make, don't they? Half of them are coming through to here. We've got a stack of 50. Well, all of them are going there. Soon it will be half though. It'll stack up while we do other things. Hello VV Space, how are you? We're just setting up a new factory because we're in a new solar system. So this should work, right? I'm gonna have a box of most things now. The efficiency drops, but I don't care, it's working. Your stream was fun yesterday, VV Space. I didn't see the end though. How did you do? You were coding. Silicon. You finished HTML, CSS. You finished the entire subject, or what's this thing? What's this made out of? Ah, there. Yeah, I see. Silicon. I could make processors, but I kind of don't want to. It's not that easy. Photon combiners. I could do these as well. I just need to send some circuit boards over here too. How long did these take to make? And how long do the prisms take? 2 seconds. 2 for the prisms. 2 seconds, okay. You'd want a separate prism machine then. Let's make this first. We need to bring some of the coal stuff over. Which I can do just by smelting a bit extra of it, I guess. Let's do that. Road leading out. That's one ingredient for this. The other one's the magnets, which I'll sort out shortly. And I'll bring those over towards there. If I make roads like this, my roads aren't going to last for very long, are they? So we needed those, and we also need magnets. And just so happens we have a... that's not a backlog, that's just the rare one that's made it through. This can come back out again, make more magnets. We're gonna need more. This, hopefully I can just... no, it's not gonna let me, is it? Delete that then. We have to go over the top. Boop! Oh no! How could you do such a thing? We'll finish this road. It'll finish quicker if I go stand by it, so the robots don't have to fly back between me. They'll still have to fly back between me, between building every little bit of it, but they won't have to fly back so far if I'm right there. I deserve a boop. Thank you. Here we go. So many robots. How many do I have now? Ooh, I'm not fueling myself up with anything. That's bad. There we go. Bring some of those over. Don't mind if it's a little slow. Point is that it gets there. So gradually we'll build a stockpile of these alternate engines. So we need to build something that uses them. We'll have the option. You got to go. Okay, Dino, take care. That's in a bad spot, isn't it? Have a nice day. This will do. You are building tier 3 engines. These just come straight out to a box. I'm not using them for anything. Later on I'll probably make a more efficient machine for these things, but this is just so I can get a stash as a backup. So we've got something always, as you can see. It begins. Won't be too quick, but when these fill up it'll be quicker. Main point is that we start it working towards that. Alright, circuit boards and prisms. We've got one thing of circuit boards over here. Yeah, that's not going to work if I do a secondary one, is it? If I want to do that, I'd need to pull it out from here. And that may have implications for further up. Yeah, we'd want an extra copper smelter and an extra iron smelter. Either way at this point. Is it worth it? The photon combiners, or am I just... I think we've got enough. I can always just manually craft these things. I'll set something up on another planet to do the rest. So our goal is literally make some Dyson spheres happen. I've got a few solar sails. We'll come back here in a bit when there'll be more resources in more of these boxes. Not too efficient, but it's okay. In fact, I'll probably grab some things now. Need more of these. More of those. More roads. We didn't do that, did we? One to iron, one to gears. And that'll give us 3 roads. We have a second iron vein, we do. This'll work. This can dig up. Just need 2 smelters and a machine, really. Smelter 1, smelter 2, 1 for iron, 1 for gears. Wait, gears are crafted from iron, aren't they? Yeah. 2 for iron. 1 which turns into gears. This one will go for the gears. And this one will go for the roads. Yes. Gears, roads, and a box. What do the roads take? That's a lot more simple than the road factory I made on my starting planet. It's about just as effective with less backlog. Awesome. You get roads now. Next, we swap planets and we set up the construction for things such as solar sails, and then for the drones. We can't do that on the closest planet to the sun. The closest planet to the sun is where we want to set up the cannons. But the parts I'll set up over here. I may need to do a shipment route between these two places. We'll need more power for that, won't we? This one's got good wind, or better than the wind where we just came from. This one's got good solar. That's the sun, don't land there. This one's got best wind, but no silicon. Do we need silicon for what we're doing? I'm wanting to make these and these. No silicon required. I can make these just from the gas giant. And this is just rock, copper, and steel. Or iron. Rock, copper, and iron. When you break it down to the basics. Solar sails are no problem for us. We've got a few hundred to get us kick-started. These? Yeah, we need silicon for these, don't we? Yeah. So that's why we're setting things up on the other planet. And perhaps we're shipping them to the planet next to the sun. Because the planet next to the sun, it's got a real slow rotation and nothing blocking it off from the sun. So hopefully the cannons and whatever we load up here will be able to shoot at the sun fairly consistently. It does rotate, so the nights will take a long time also. I wish it says how long the days take. Yeah, it's definitely rotating. Hopefully it's not too slow that everything's gone by the time we set it up. Or we could just put a couple cannons on each side. Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter too much. How's our roads going? I want more roads before we leave. $406. You know, that's enough to start with. We'll work the rest out later. Take some more iron, or just take whatever we're low on. That's good. That's good, good. Let's make a few arms. Probably craft some roads manually. That should get me a few extra. Why do I want to hold on to 2? Swap that in for 100. Some more smelters. Some more of these. This is what I set all this up for. So we can get things as we need them, without having to mine or do anything too tricky. The resources are here. Might take a bit of copper. Good, good. Silicon could be worth bringing. Just a little bit more of it. That's stone. This is the silicon. Yeah, the machine's turning. A coal field to replace that. I'll set up another coal thing on the other planet that just does the first step of this. This is easy fuel to get. This scares me. This is the only coal on this planet that's going. Look at this. Well, I can craft one of the gas giant things. We want that. That will get us the fire ice. Which will get us easy solar sails, because usually solar sails need these to make it. You need the graphene, and graphene takes sulfuric acid and refined coal basically. But I can just grab this instead and do it direct and get some free hydrogen out of it. Gives me 2 in how many seconds? 2 in 2 seconds, as opposed to 2 in 3 seconds. It's good. Okay. Could be worth setting up a factory that gets us the parts for this. And the parts for this. Doesn't need to ship them anywhere unless that's required for the final things. Because we're gonna need these, right? If we want to craft these. So for the guns, processors, those are easy. Super magnetic rings, we've got those. Research, we've got a box of those, and we've got a box of steel. We just need a processor box, which will come from microcrystalline components. So let's set that up here. Here's the copper. Here's some silicon. How's this going? Pretty slow still. Yeah, it's going to be a bit slow, isn't it? Until the basic ones fill up. But as we focus on other things, it will probably appear to speed up. We'll come back and it will just all be done. Alright, so silicon and copper. I'm doing this here because I don't want the ingredients that I want to pick up to craft things with getting in the way of everything else. I could do a factory that makes cannons for me, but I kind of don't see the point in that when I can just make my own cannons. Okay, so copper. And silicon. Same stuff. Bring it in and take it out. I'm not boxing this because I've got a box of it elsewhere. The purpose of this is specifically to make processors. There we go. So to make these, just need a factory that brings 2 of these to 1 of them. There it is. And finally, the processors also add circuit boards into the mix. Which, if I can find some spare iron anywhere. Thinking we cut this off about there, apply a splitter, and double the input. That's not a splitter, it's a box. Doubling the output, of course, by just putting in another of these where we can get the power. I'll make sure the iron gets out here. This one will take the copper and the iron to make circuit boards again. I think it takes 2 iron to 1 copper. It's easy. It would be if it powered it properly. processors into a box. Wait, this isn't working? Oh, because it's got nowhere to put it. Of course. Hi Razorin, how are you? We're in a new system. I've set up a few basics. The other things I'd like to set up on this planet is the resources for this. That's easier elsewhere. This, that's easier elsewhere. This, also easier elsewhere. And this, which is easier elsewhere. This will get me some of the things. So there's the factory I've put on this planet. Just a fairly basic one. It's a bit rough, but it gets us what we want. So we can come back, things will be done. For example, the roads. This is an easier road machine than the one I made in the other zone. Look at that, plenty already. So what I want to do, let's look at the skill tree and build the things in the order they appear, right? So first I want the cannons, right? The solar sails, then the cannons. So let's automate the solar sails, put some cannons down for them. Then, where's the gun? Here. Then we want the gun and the carrier rockets. The band fox. Hello, the band fox. A snoot, you want a boop? Boop. And our battery's about to become overpowered. And just 200 more research points. Don't boop the snoot. Oh, this is going to give me a big backlog of everything but red and green. I've already got a big backlog of everything but green. Be nice if I had some research left that didn't take green to give green a chance to get a bit backlogged. About that. The solar sails make trash energy, really? The solar sails aren't that bad. See, we came from a system over here. I've gone a long way. We started at Leonis Minoris, one of the pie kind of symbol. Oh no. Where'd all the solar sails go? There were solar sails there. Maybe we're just too far for them to render. Ships are still flying. Weird. Hi Frost Glacier, I'm doing okay. Yeah, I figured this star had the best things that I wanted. I know they decay over time, but I constantly shoot them. Hi Logans. How are you? Yeah, this isn't my starting planet. This is just the first planet I've gone to on this system. It's the worst, because look at the energy ratio. It doesn't have very much coal either. But I've just set up here because I want to have a basic factory that just gives me things so I can come back here and pick things up if I need something like copper or iron or an engine. So it's not efficient. Like, all these splitters mean that barely any engines are going to get here till this box fills up with tier 1 engines and then tier 2 engines. But when it gets there, it'll be great. Okay, best way to do this. I want to go to the other planet, start the solar sails to get some initial energy going. Possibly. Then get the vertical launching silo placed. I've got one of them, but I want more than one, I think. I've got one there. I made it in my home system before I came here. So these, then these, and these. We don't need these in a production line, we just need to craft these, so I'll need to organize a box for each of these things somewhere. So let's think, titanium, steel, and sulfuric acid, that's easy. So let's set up some boxes. Four types of factories per planet? No. Where am I? Not counting the starting planet. Just better challenge. Do the entire game on the starting planet with the exception of shipping other materials to you that aren't on the planet. Which one am I going to? I think I want to go to this one. Yeah, that planet's out of the way a fair bit, but that's kind of the whole point. Because I want to automate everything a bit closer in, so that the ships don't need to fly as far, they'll get things places more quickly. You always overbuild in these types of games. I'm bad at these types of games. I still haven't fully worked out how to get photons. I know it's something to do with ray receiver. But it doesn't let me click the button. You love factory building games? Yeah, I've got the main things to be built over there. Wait. Planet 1. Planet 1 is where we're going to put the guns. But I'm wanting to get a few things just placed into a box that are easier to build on the other planets than here. Should have seen what you did in Satisfactory. What did you do in Satisfactory? Before you broke your save? Concern. Okay, so this planet barely rotates. It's where we're going to put all our guns. You covered the entire map with platforms. Why? What's the build area? 80%, right? No, where am I looking? Construction area 98.2. Plenty. So I'm looking for somewhere. Also, any good resource type. Solar. Solar's amazing here. Okay, first thing. Got a lot of accumulators, so I'm thinking I'll put those down here too. I've got all the resources being stacked up in the other place to make these. However efficiently it's stacking those. I want to have the resources for these stacked up wherever it's easy to make them. That's going to be kind of tricky, isn't it? How many of the things from here water, huh? How many of the things from in here do I need? I need more than one of these, don't I? Quantum chips takes titanium, glass, water, these things. Tricky. Tricky stuff. I'm thinking we come back here, actually. Technically we can probably just steal things from the production line. And it should be fine. So first things first. You still haven't learned how to not get conveyor spaghetti. Conveyor spaghetti's half the fun though. Probably should have taken some green cubes with me. Okay, so we should start with solar sails. Stone, iron, copper, fire ice. So, planet 4, that's the one. This is my plan. You think it looks cool, but you'll have organized conveyor spaghetti. Then it's not. What kind of spaghetti is organized? That's more noodles territory then. Conveyor noodles. Where's the planet? Here? Lovely. Conveyor noodles. Confirmed. That actually gets fire ice really quickly, doesn't it? That's great. Hydrogen's not too bad. Can I make more of these? No, I need more full batteries, don't I? And to make more empty batteries. What do I need? Empty battery is... It's a building. Here. I can afford it. The more of these we have, the better off we'll be. These don't take too much energy. You don't upgrade until you have a constant stream of every item. Whoa. What's going to be the best way to get full accumulators? I've heard that these things are good for that kind of thing, but I'd rather just put down 20 solar panels, put down a bunch of batteries next to them and come back after 10 minutes. That's what I've done previously. I've just set up crazy power on a planet and just come back to it later. Automate it? No! I can never work out how these things work. And they're so expensive to make. I don't like them. Okay, this planet had a weakness. No titanium. And only a small amount of copper. It's got one copper vein. It's just like resource drones. No, it's not. Look. How is this a resource drone? Oh, so if I want full batteries, these take tier 3 engines. That's kind of rough already. Yeah, I think I've got a steady enough supply of engines to think about automating this yet. And the other thing that confuses me is these. I can't photon generate. Because, as far as I can tell, the antimatter's all that I have left. Where does it say antimatter here? Antimatter. Dump the accumulators into a storage belt. EM into that thing belt full out ship accumulators elsewhere. Too confusing. I don't have a production line for accumulators either, so if I feed them in, the dishes absorb Dyson swarm energy so you can use the power. So I need a Dyson swarm before I can do it anyway. Okay, so the copper's here. This is where the important stuff has to come from. Here's the copper. What's this thing? Delete it. So hard to see where the water is on this planet. I like the glowing grass. Fun planet. Try watching Z1 Gaming. Just as far in. Am I close to the end? Yeah, I'm trying not to watch too many playthroughs, especially if it's from ahead of where I am. You doubt I'm close? No! Look. Ready. I've got all 5 cubes going. More fuel power. Apparently it's faster charging, I can barely tell. Solar sails. Which means I somehow need to get enough power here to get the fire ice shipped over, because I've got one of these stations, right? And we need copper and iron to come into it. This looks like a good spot. We want to bring fire ice. And we want to bring hydrogen. And we need to power it somehow. Your best guess is the end game is when you start making a Dyson sphere. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to I'm using this system just for a Dyson sphere. Then I'm going to try and warp the antimatter if we get antimatter from the Dyson sphere, because I'm assuming we need the Dyson sphere to get the antimatter, because it's the only other thing we need for the white cubes, apart from the research, obviously. And then I'm planning to put it into a trade station, along with some of my 100 or so warps that I've got with me. I just like grab half of these or something, because I don't need them all, and I'll put them into the ships, and they'll warp the antimatter back, and hopefully if anything's still working in our main system, because a few things are starting to dry up. There is no end game. Strange. Yeah, what's the power source I want to go for here? Probably wind. Probably wind. And where's the most out of the way place of all the resources where I can put all the wind? Probably here. Just by the South Pole. And I'll build plenty of them. This is a good spot, right? Here, yeah. So not much is happening here. Stone's common on this planet, I think. I don't need to protect this stone here. Yeah, there's stone everywhere. Wind. Or, how many of these can I make? Not much. I should have picked up more concrete and steel before I came here. This is how I like to do this. I like to use... You see, I didn't go for the infinite resources? No. Should I have? It's not actually infinite. It probably might as well be though. You like my patchwork job here? The maximum you've seen is 24 billion. How'd you ever run out? I just went with the default. It's like a chessboard. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. It's how you save these. You don't get them very easy. Well, you kind of do, but I don't want to waste them. I could have just blown it up to 10 by 10, used 100 of them on an area about this big, and I only had like 70 of them. Or I can use them tiny and just fill in half an ocean like this. Tell me it's not a good idea. Convince me. It's a pro gamer strat. And this is going to be where my wind farm goes. they're made from stone, and stone is easy to find, but I don't have stone automated very well in this system. I do, but I'd have to fly back to the other planet. I want to get what I can with what I've got. Like, look. This is totally worth it. Okay, first, wind. You never said it wasn't? You did the same. Why didn't you? Or have you actually done the exact same thing? You haven't gotten this far? What do you mean? You haven't filled in the ocean? Lack of item. Means it's probably a good place to stop that. You haven't unlocked foundations? How much power are we generating here? Network 1, 6 megawatts. You know, that's probably enough to get the charging started, especially if it's the only thing hooked up to the power. I've lost my tower. Heck. Where's my tower? No. Tower? Please? No. I see something flashing. Aha! I found it, only because of the power out sign. Yeah, it starts off a bit slow. Are we even going the right way? Oh yeah, there it is. It's this way. Can you fill this in, please? Oh, how's this underwater? No way. Oh, that's better. Actually go in the right direction to begin with. You're slow because you build stupidly large things. Probably not that slow. I'm on my 43rd hour. Yikes. Oh, this is charging. Winning. Now we wait. Can I put, like, 8 ships in here again? Oh, they're actually going. They're going. Look at them go. Yeah. Who needs power? That's plenty. If you need 3, you build 30. Why? Madness. I'm gonna need some OG fuel. from some of these plants. You like big factories. Are my factories too small? Remember, and this was the only fuel I had. Times have changed. Okay, we have coal here, don't we? A fair bit of it. Plenty. So let's find some out of the way. Coal. Do I like the size of them? Yeah. This one's kind of out of the way. Whoa, frames, please. Then they aren't too small. Okay. Mining. I want some of this coal. That'll do. Some power to supply it. A road leading out. And just something easy here, such as this here. And a box. Well, look how simple this factory is. This is my favorite. Easy fuel. Aha. How good is that? We'll come back there. When it's got more. Good factory. Yeah, this is bad. We need a few more of the things here, don't we? Now I had 3 more miners and 29 more of everything else, and I have the size of yours. Don't you think it's too much? Oh no. I need concrete. It's not over-engineered at all. That's kind of the point of the game, over-engineering things, isn't it? How many people does this one bother? Oh, we're actually getting this way quickly, aren't we? This is awesome. Doesn't bother you? Nice. Okay, goal. First step. We want to make... I think... we can make something simple. We want solar sails. We want the solar sails not loaded into a cannon, but loaded into the trade station. So step 1, these, which are made from the fire ice in the chemical facility. 2 seconds to make 2 of them, that makes 1 a second. How quickly do we want to make this? I guess it depends how quickly we're getting the fire ice, doesn't it? How quickly are we getting that? Does it tell us what rate it makes? Makes about 1 a second. So if it's making 1 a second, these will slow down when we do go through all the fire ice. It takes 2 seconds to build and it will use 1 each of those seconds. I want to make it 1 to 1, I guess, but that's going to mean I need more full batteries, and full batteries are kind of a nightmare for me to make right now. I've got no real way to make those. Not in this system. I don't have any surplus energy. So the only way to make it 1 to 1 is put more stations there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 2 fire ice for 2 carbon. And we need to combine that with stone, iron and copper. We've only got 1 copper source on this planet. We'll probably need to ship another copper source here later on. And the copper's here. This is the only copper on this planet. But we shouldn't be using too much of it, because the circuit board only uses 1 copper to 2 iron. Now while I'm setting it up, I don't care if I use too many graphene things. Let's see, how can I set this up? Graphene is just fire ice in a chemical facility. Which direction is good for the chemical facilities? Silicon. Let's just send it out in this direction, I guess. Fire ice. Okay, this is meta. We have a white cube on a white cube. Meta. What do you want? A chemical facility. I'd like to be able to make a line of them. I'm going to fly back to the other planet and get some more things to fill in these water. The math is also why you overbuild. I try not to fuss too much about the math of it, because the time I spent fasting is the time I could have had it up already by, you know. That's the planet I'm going for. 5, that's the one. Probably be able to pick up some more tier 3 engines while we're here. We're going low on a few resources. Almost no titanium alloy, that's going to be tricky to build. The more you have being made, the better if you need to increase the size. Yeah, for now I'm happy to build more than what we need of the, what's it called? How many of these do I want a second? These take 4 seconds to make 2 of them, so it's 1 every 2 seconds. I don't know. Well, all we're trying to do here is make the Dyson sphere. All the rest is just preparation. That's what we've been doing mostly today, preparation. But that there, what we started on that planet, that's going to get the solar sails for us. And down the track, when we do have more source of energy, perhaps when you place all the cannons, for example, when we have more energy source, yeah. So I've got these here. A superhero, we need to just leave a crater. See, these are slow. They're slow. Hi, Continuous Paradigms, how are you? Tier 2? You can probably grab some. What did I come here for? I came here for concrete and steel. I want to recolor my mech too. Why can't I have a red mech? Where's the rocks at? Where's the rocks at? Here they are. You want to make yours purple? And now... Haha! What did I run out of? You're doing good, I'm glad to hear. Don't want raw materials. Thank you for the follow, the Band Fox. Multiplayer would be cool. PvP mode. You both build a factory, but you can delete each other's factories also. Just delete something really subtle like an arm, or move the arm so it picks up 2 from the same line instead of 1 from each line. Like here, for example, move all 3 arms to pick up the one thing, and they'll never know why they're not getting any circuit boards. Bamboozled. But yeah, the game's hard enough in single player. I do that to myself enough. I don't need another player to do that. It happens anyway. Just with misclicks. You'd be breaking everything your friends build. You'd break it before the drones even get there. Instead of the goal, you start on a different planet, and the goal is to be the first one to build a vertical launching silo. And this, instead of a small carrier rocket, it's just a missile, and you just send the missile directly to the other planet. Whoever sends the first 5 missiles or something wins, you know. And yes, you can fly to the other planet to delete all their stuff, but you want to make sure your stuff's fairly automated by then. Or they'll just place it again. Number 1. You just go there and break things. But you see, if they do their first few upgrades by staying in their own zone, if they get like energy upgrades, they're going to have an easier time flying back and forth. They're going to be able to delete your stuff. This game in PvP. Oh no. Can't destroy me if you don't have stuff. Well, if PvP's ever here, remind me not to play with you. Charge. Yeah, I came here for other things. Right. I came here for this. You're immortal! Yeah, this is the only coal vein on this planet, so I'm putting it to good use with this factory. Also, I don't know how you feel about this, the Band Fox, but I have never used one of the logistics drones. I just use really long roads. I think it's cheaper. At least in terms of energy. Roads don't cost any energy. What else do I need here? Iron would be useful. Concrete? Concrete and iron. Drones are cool, but belts are more fun. Absolutely. When it's orange, it means it's not getting as much power as it would like to have. So everything's acting a bit under peak performance. But I'm not too fast. The point of this place was just to have things happen so we can pick them up. And things are happening, we can pick things up. Not many, but it's happening. It's just a way to kind of start in the system. Like we can get roads without having to travel back 24 light years. Yeah, blue's good. Blue means we've got more than enough power. When it flickers, so we have more than enough power sometimes, but that it's flickering, it shows me that when everything's working, it's a bit slower. But when one box fills up, like, let me give an example. This box is filled up, right? So this smelter is no longer draining any power because it's not smelting anything. If I pull out some more iron, the machine starts working again, it drains more power, it's going to be orange more often. So when boxes start getting full, it'll be more efficient for the few things that remain anyway, like the engines. Got these two, I don't really understand the point of them, but okay. Yeah, I think if it drops below 50%, it just stops working entirely. Okay, we've got what we wanted here. We need to go back, drop a few science facilities. Yes, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? So we went there so we could fill in the water. So we have a straight line to put the science facilities in. It's the good one. Yeah, I'm trying to start the Dyson sphere. It's tricky to start though. Especially when you're in a new system with nothing working as you used to having. My starting system was more efficient, but I just wanted to get it working, putting the least time possible into making it. You wish you could remap the camera controls? I wish when I'm trying to fly and not orbit a planet, that like, it doesn't yank the camera away from me to look at the planet, you know? You don't like using the middle mouse button? I don't mind. I use a vertical mouse. Crash. Oh, we've got heaps of this stuff. Fire ice. You always right click? I just get mixed up when I change between different games that have different controls. I kept using middle click instead of right click. Woo! Flowers. You always use right click. That's the opposite. I use middle mouse. Because that's what I'm used to. I haven't played too many games where you rotate planets with right click. Rip those flowers. These ones come up to the surface. The other flowers, buried. I don't want this water. I gotta be careful not to delete too much water. Because I do want to draw from the water eventually. I'm pretty sure some of our recipes need water. Oh no! Genuine distress when it runs out. Delete all the water? No, there will be none left in the system. And all of the other stars, I looked at every single star, none were as good as this one. I'm not wasting this opportunity. I looked at every single star because I specifically researched this so I could pick the best star to go to. So I know where to make the Dyson sphere. Not the best star, but the one with the best resources. In my opinion. Like it's got oil. Look at the star, it's got good stuff. Let me demonstrate. It has oil, organic crystal, spiniform somewhere, sulfuric acid ocean, water ocean, fire ice, and hydrogen. The good thing is, even though a lot of resources will run out, in this system, crude oil is an infinite resource. Sulfuric acid is infinite, water is infinite, fire ice is infinite, and hydrogen is infinite. That's why I've picked this. It's got like 5 infinite resources. The only way it could have been better is if it had deuterium as well, but I couldn't find any that had all 6. So this will have to do. I'll just use some of our spare hydrogen. Yeah, but so is water and sulfuric acid. Everything's infinite here. That can be infinite, apart from deuterium. That's why I picked it. So we can drain from the water easily. We can get sulfuric acid easily. Oh hey, we've got enough power now that it's charged. Epic. Who needs water? Not Icarus. We haven't drank once in the whole time we've played, and it's like he'll eat trees and grass and stuff. Drink soda. Drink the sulfuric acid. Don't actually. He does drink oil though. We are robot confirmed. Definitely not Bumblebee. We don't need water, just oil. Suspicious. Okay. A straight line. And the copper's over there. So we need chemical facility. And because we have backlog, and because I don't think we're putting fire ice into anything else, this is all we really want to make with it. Wait, where's the spiniform? A jungle planet? I don't know. It's a nice one though. The spiniform's on this planet, apparently somewhere. So I can skip ahead. Spiniform. Where are we looking? It's probably just one deposit. I am on a different star. I went all the way out, 24 light years. I think this was the star we were on. And I found that this one had the most things that I wanted on it. Where's the spiniform? The spiniform was a bonus, honestly. It is far. It only took like 3 warps though, because we have a bigger battery now. Probably take less because we have double fast recharges, especially if I put in one of my backup batteries. Where's my backup batteries? Oh no. I think my backup batteries are gone. So much for ever making it back. My backup batteries were these ones. I had like a stack of 20 of them because they charge faster. We're stuck until we get some deuterium. It's not that hard. We've got hydrogen here. We just need to feed it through if we really want to get back. I thought I held on to it though. Guess not. I guess I put it in and forgot to pull it out. Usually what no, I'm stuck. Well, time to restart. New game. There's no option. We really are stuck. Okay. Best way to do this. Reload a save. No! Okay. Goal. Chemical plant. This is what we want, right? How many does it need in each? How many does it need? How many does it need? How many does it need? Lose all the progress, please no. You'd be so mad. Yeah, I'd be a little bit upset also. Oh no. Oh no. I'll be back in a second. Give me a sec. Give me a moment. forgot to unmute myself. I'm back, everyone. Hi. I've just set up a few things. We're back at the same time. Yeah, sorry, I had to go AFK for a second. There was something I had to deal with. What was the issue? Well, there was a spider. And spiders spook me. I'll get a few of these. I can. A friend? No, not a friend. Definitely not a friend. Did I kill it? I tried to. It was a tiny one. It like fully jumped out of the way. I think I'm doing this backwards. The copper's there, right? And you missed the first thing they go on. Pretty much. I get pretty spooked by spiders. It's understandable when you consider I am in Australia. I don't want to do this. No, I had it the right way. That was fine. You knew it. Like they're not spooky enough. Out. There we go. That's some of the easiest graphene I've ever made. You love that place, you've been here once and you want to go back? 23 more points. Oh no, what are you going to redeem again? Yeah, I'm real paranoid now. I don't know where it's gone. It's probably around my feet somewhere. Heck. Oh well. Yeah, I'm spooked. A new points reward. Woo! Also, new emotes are almost done. They've been sketched. Okay, there's the graphene. That's being built. The graphene will combine with this stuff, which is double smelted rocks. Let's see, 3 glass. To give 2 of these, 1 a second. Rocks, copper, and iron. Where's 3 of those around here? Iron? Oh, it's only the one. If they're outside. One time there was an orb weaver across the front door. Open the door and it's right there. You're going to be lurking? Alright, thank you for tuning in, Continuous Paradigms. Copper... Oh, the iron's not anywhere near it, is it? That is a nope. Copper, iron, and... rock. There is rock here, right? At that point you climb out a window, yeah. Spook Diwali. Can I just like put a box here to collect some of this, maybe? Just from one of these, just so we have a source. There we go. Oh, and the hydrogen, we need something to do with the hydrogen, don't we? Yikes. Or else it will stop making more. Okay, hydrogen. Oof. Oof. Because I got nothing to do with this stuff. I guess I can do it like this. 10.3k? Ooh! Ooh! This is exciting. Here we go. Good thing it made some things faster than other things, otherwise these sorters would be giving me the fully wrong thing, wouldn't they? Set filter to the graphene. Filter to graphene, filter to graphene, filter to graphene, filter to graphene. The last thing we want to do is get our roads crossed. How much does it do? Hydrate a value for 1k? Oh, my bottle's all the way over there. I removed it because of the spider. I'll drink 1,000 points to hydrate. I'll add it after the stream at some point, or before the next stream, if I don't forget. Here, I drink. Oh. Thank you for the hydrate. I was a bit thirsty. So it gives 2 of those to 1 of these. The bottle would be a lost cause. What do you mean? Wait, this is wrong. Abort. Oh, I moved it so that the spray after the spider doesn't impact my drink bottle. No, this needs to go. And further. I need to do it like this. Up. And then connect it. So this can just go straight through. Ah, oh, it's doing the wrong things. No, 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 no. Cancel. I keep forgetting the filters on these things. Got a bit of graphene now, don't I? Good stuff. So this needs the filter to be hydrogen. Hydrogen goes to the far one. And then hydrogen goes to the near one. There we go. Oh, why does this not work? There we go. And then over in this direction. You're tired? Why don't you rest? Here I want these power generators. Because I have no purpose for these yet. So to keep everything flowing... Or do these continue to function? No, it stops functioning if one of them has nowhere to go. I see. Everyone's up so late. Spaghetti. Where's the thing I'm looking for? I'm looking for these. Right? Energy type. On hydrogen. Hydrogen's got an energy type, right? Fuel type chemical. This works. You gonna go to bed? Rest well. Let's put a few of these down here. Let's put like 3 or 4 of them down for a start. You can burn it for fuel. Welcome to the stream, Radioactive Rambo. How's it going? Pretty sure you can. Let's just put one of these down. We need these. Whee! Alright, so arms. Fuels. We want more though. And I've got more. Take care. Thank you for watching. This should be plenty. Same? I only learned it last stream, someone told me. Oh wow, this stuff's being produced too quickly, isn't it? I think. We need to see how quickly we're going to be using the other stuff. We'll put more if we need them. But yeah, we're at 100% satisfaction. Look at that consumption. You'd store it in a liquid storage thing. What I was doing is I'd put a liquid thing at the end, right? Like this. And I'd stack it up 4 or 5. Because then when it leads in, it fills up to beyond the first lot. And when I want to, when it fills up all the way, it backlogs and it doesn't output the secondary thing if it's something like this where it makes 2 things at once. So, I could probably turn half of this into deuterium, couldn't I? So what I'd do is I'd delete the top ones and I'd place them back empty. And that would just clear the backlog. It would have so much room to fill up in and I wouldn't need to mess with the road. None would go in my inventory. That's how I was doing it. Okay, so we've got this stuff here. That's good. We need copper. We need rocks and we need iron. Please tell me there's some rocks near me. A waste of resources? I had that much. And the hydrogen was coming off of primarily this recipe. And because I was getting it from this recipe, I really didn't have any other use for it. It was being produced at the rate I would have been using it regardless. If I kept it, I wouldn't have thought of anything to do with it until I learned I could put it in the fuel things anyway. Okay, where's the nearest rocks? Ah. Here, I'll just make a road across the water, it'll be fine. Yeah, I'm no good with working out the ratios that I need. I could do maths, but I'd probably end up doing the wrong maths. What I want... these, which take these, which takes prisms, which is double rocks, and circuit boards. Let's start with the prisms. The prisms take 2 seconds, 1 second each to make. And these take 2 seconds to make. I guess I'll do from these rocks, wherever they went, a whole heap of glass. And the glass needs to be smelted twice. Sure. Right, that was bad. Come on. Thought it would have connected. Didn't think I was putting it that far away. Okay. Should be able to fill in some of this again. There we go. Power. Let's put a few of these down. For glass. few for prisms. No, I split them further apart than the other side. I wanted to put them close. Again. Doesn't let me put them as close. Okay then. Prisms. Oh, these are the wrong building. Prisms take factories, right? Assemblers. Those are the factories. Prisms. I'll leave these in. Should I use the fast arms though? Yeah. If they're that cheap. Did any reach the end? Or am I going to need to get a second stock? Yeah, they don't really reach this one, do they? Not too fast. Good outcome. Next. These take 3 seconds to make. 1. Yeah, that's fine. Here I'll do something similar with iron and copper. I'll just put 6 down wherever I can see both of those again. There's the copper, there's the closest iron to it. And I'll do it like that. Okay, we have to dip into this copper. It's likely that we'll end up needing to supplement it later on with some copper from off-site. But that's only if this takes too long. There you go. Copper, fill in some ocean. Give it a bit of power. I'll be needing this over here. I've used a lot of soil, haven't I? I did have 1 million. Okay, so that's where we'll grab it from later. This just needs to come out to begin with. What's this stuff? Oh, crystals. Okay, 6 of these. Let's put them forward a bit so if we run out we can bring it in through here. Whoops. Closer. It'll be too hard to try and get it all into the one power grid. Copper. Six of these, bring it out here. Strange flower. Zap it. Six copper, 6 iron, meet in the middle, and make about 6 circuit boards. Should be about accurate, right? Yeah, why not? Need more of these. I can only get 3? Oh, because I'm out of these. Of course. Yeah, this should be kind of easy to make. Got enough factories for what I'm trying to do. Should have enough of this. Max power again. 6 of these. Now I can fit it closer to the end. Hope everyone's doing well today. Oh, it's out of power. Almost. Solved. I thought that was maybe going to be outside the circle, but we just got it in. Perfect. Best way to do it is just straight down. Let's how many of these we have. Only 14. We could go in this direction a bit. That's not very far, is it? Let's do it the basic way. If I need to make it bigger, I can. But for now, this will do. Alright. We want 6 of these buildings dedicated to circuit boards, roughly. Oh no! That's the wrong line. Stop. No wonder it was being so weird. This is the one that I wanted. That was a fail. There we go. I did both of them wrong. Oh. Cancel. Oh, we're getting some iron back. Why do I keep making these silly mistakes? I don't want the ore all the way out here. I wanted this. So silly. 2 of these to 1 of them. That's how this usually works, right? It's probably too many, but I'm not too fussed. We'll work out where the backlog is later on. Aha! And these ones, if I bring these along as well, do the same thing what I've done here with, wait, which factories do these take again? Assembler? Two prisms to 1 circuit board. It's only using about half of what we could be doing. So 1 circuit board to 2 of these. Wait, no. Why doesn't this one work? Weird, but okay. We'll do it like this then. That's silly, isn't it? Surely I don't need this. Surely there's a way. Yeah, it does work. I don't need that middle one. Oh, it stopped because there's nowhere for it to leave to. Okay. Well, I need to combine these with the other things in an assembler. The other things. Should be fine. Just get out in this general direction. Bring the road over a bit. I put these along there and bring these things, which I'm hoping I've sent in the correct direction. If we need more, we can build more and extend this path. That's why I've set it up this way. Just double check I've got the correct filters on each. Yeah, one filter of each. Perfect. This will go down to meet this. Oh, it actually lined up nicely, didn't it? It's almost like I planned that. Almost. Another 6 in the same manner. And these will get us the solar sails. And the solar sails will be either shipped off or converted, or maybe 50-50. I'm thinking 50-50. Half shipped, half converted. Because solar sails go into some ingredients of this. So I'll put down 6 buildings and we'll split them in half later. Concrete. Yeah. Let's put it here. Same outcome. Aren't these loading in? No. Still building this road. There we go. So the solar sails are to be sent off. These I'll bring to about here. And this is the point where it's going to split. Right next to the trade station. So for this split to work, I guess it depends whether I want the carrier rockets or these more. I can always tweak this later to choose where it comes out of. Like I can, if I want more to go towards the cannon, I can do something like this. You know, and have 2 bits going towards the cannon. That way 2/3 will go towards the cannon. I can have 2/3 going towards the other thing. Or I could do a second splitter if I want a more fine-tuned percentage, I guess. Is this not working? Did I do the wrong things? I just haven't done arms. That's fine. So these solar panels take one of each. Easy. There they go. Almost ready to be shot. For now, I'll do it 50-50. We'll fine tune it later. The other half will just come out here for us to plan what to do later. For now, we might as well start loading this up so when we set up a tower on another planet, it can start the shipments because it will have half of them in storage, you see. So it will keep these being made, and it will give us a backlog, so it will be set up pretty quickly, at least for the first lot. This isn't backlogged at all, we're getting everything fueled. Lovely. A little backlogged, but not so much it's harming us. It may end up harming us though. Now it's fine. This is some real good throughput of this stuff. I've never had it so good before. It may just be to do with that it's... Well, it's just power of fire ice, I guess. And all of them are going to go here until we decide what we want to do with the solar sails. What we are going to do with them, we're going to create these from spiniform. This needs to be shipped from remotely, probably from the sulfuric planet. I'm thinking instead of shipping this, we ship, because we may need another trade station shortly, but I need to bring this in. We can craft it here then. And I'd also need to send, potentially later, I'd need to bring in this. If we need to bring that in, I'll do that later. Oh. So bring in the sulfuric acid. Even this factory's starting to look a bit crazy now. As the factories tend to do in this game. I'm just trying to work out how many more trade stations we need. Because for these, we need these, which we can make here quite comfortably. All three of them. It's a complex thing to make though, isn't it? Definitely have to put these carrier rockets through. We need a supply line for these. This is the next thing. Perhaps while we're working on it, we should set up on the planet close to the sun and get the solar sails working, or perhaps I should just stockpile. Not sure. Either way, that planet next to the sun, we need to grab the sulfuric acid from it, deliver it through. Anything else we need delivered to this planet. So I think this planet has all the other things, doesn't it? It's got spiniform, so that's easy. These we have there. Easy. Wait, do we have silicon here? Yeah, of course we do. Do we have titanium? We don't have titanium. So we'd need titanium shipped in. Let's bring the ingot in. Yeah, it's definitely a drawback of this planet, isn't it? With that, we could bring in titanium. That's everything we need for this. We've already got the silicon for this. Easy. This, deuterium, we just need to, instead of using it for power over here, we'd need to convert it. And an engine factory would probably be helpful here as well, one specified specifically to these instead of stopping at everything in between. Probably doesn't matter how quickly we make these, as long as they're being constantly made though, similar to the engines. The faster the better, of course. I'll try and overdo it like what I've done here to get a decent supply, similar to how we have a supply of solar panels, but solar sails. But if it's less, it's not the end. It'll be fine. Things will work. We can fix it up later, if we even need to. Does fire ice count as fuel? It does. There you go. You can feed excess fire ice into these things as well. Not that I'd want to. But it can be done. Okay, so a lot goes into these. These would use some of the same ingredients. And these we can make here, provided we use the water for the glass and bring in that titanium. This titanium goes here. We need life crystals, which I think we have. We've got those crystals here, right? To make this a real good system to be using for this. There they are. All 5 million of them are here. We just need to draw those out in this direction. And that saves having to use plastic for it. We probably didn't even need to get all this oil, did we? I don't think anything here is needing any plastic. Yeah, we could have just gone to a system without oil. If we're focusing entirely on the Dyson sphere here, oil's not a problem. We don't need plastic for anything. We would have needed plastic if we needed this, but because we have organic crystals, 5 million of them over there to naturally mine, who cares? Yeah, I'm going to have to go set up a solar panel farm with 20 batteries on the other planet, near the sun. And when those batteries are full, I'm just going to pick them up and drop down another 20, basically. Because that seems to me like an easy way to get some full batteries, just for one extra, because you don't want too many, just one extra tower rotating around our ice giant to get more fire ice. Yeah, these are definitely tricky to make, and you can tell why. They're definitely endgame items, but we've got everything we need. We just need some titanium shipped here and some sulfuric acid shipped here. Then we can make these on site. And we'll need another tower to ship, because we need to do these as well. When they're made, we need to send them off, you know. So I'd need to say, what do you call it, magnet? Weird. These, there. I don't know why it's down there for. We'd need to send these off to the other planet. You know, the one that's near the sun. So we're going to need another tower. But I'll place it later when we actually know what we're wanting to get. For now, I'll put it back what it was. We want titanium ingot. Because everything, nothing else takes the ore. So might as well smelt it off site. We're getting a lot of this already, aren't we? Our single copper vein is doing fine. There's a lot of copper there, even if it does look small. We'll eventually run out, but we're pulling it at a slow rate anyway. Awesome. Definitely some progress. And we have a solid plan for next time. That is where I'll be stopping for now. Save it. Stay tuned because I'm going to roll the credits and then we'll look for somebody to raid. If anyone has 1000 channel points, you can redeem those and suggest to me who you'd like to see me raid. Otherwise, I'll just choose that myself. Here's the Discord if anybody is interested in joining that. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Here's the credits. Aren't they coming? You have a nice rest of your day too, guy needs a new name. Let's try those credits again. Here they are, for real this time. Thank you to the Band Fox and Nikinotic for the follows. Nobody's redeemed the points, so let's see who's online. Who's going to get raided? Let's raid Umiko Silvershade. Take care, everyone. Hold on, what happened to chat? Why does it say follower or subscriber only? How do I undo that? What happened? Subscribers only chat, followers only chat off. Weird. Let's try that raid again. 'Cause that didn't work, I think. Why isn't it working? Is raiding broken? Can anyone see that? Let me try someone else. Maybe they have raids disabled. Let's try Pod's Dragon. If it's the same thing, I'll try Emiko again. Yeah, same thing. Why is it being so weird? Unless everyone's cancelled out of the raid. This is strange. I'm trying to raid, but it's not letting me. Let me try refreshing the chat. I don't know, it's just being proper weird. I'm trying to raid, the thing comes up but it says 0 people are raiding. Maybe raids are broken. I'll put their name in chat so if you want to go to their channel, even if the raid doesn't work. I don't know. But that's where I would have raided if raiding was working. Yeah, it's strange, but it's legit saying there's 0 viewers. And why is that saying this channel has follower or subscriber only chat? I never turned on that setting. It says here, follower only chat off. Subscribers only chat off. This thing's being weird. Yeah, you can tell them if you want. It's just strange that it's not working, I guess. What a shame. Take care, everyone. Bye.